Hey everyone, welcome or welcome back to the Missy Money channel. I'm Missy. I'm a mom of three and the owner of Missy Money, a small business that specializes in minimalist and aesthetic cash stuffing essentials to help inspire and motivate you on your personal finance journey. Today I'm going to be taking my YouTube earnings from November and December 2024 and cash stuffing them into saving challenges. So if you're interested in learning more, stay tuned. All right, guys, so I'm just going to give you a super quick high-level overview of my earnings from November and December and some of the interesting analytics behind that. So in November was my highest earnings month to date. Overall, I posted 9 long-form videos. I had some extra videos outside of my weekly cash stuffing, including a cash condensing and an unstuffing of a savings challenge. On an average basis, I'm between call it 5 to 7 long form videos in a month. So I was a little bit above that in November. So my highest earnings day was on Sunday, November 24th. I earned $22.17. And that was when I posted my cash stuffing video for the third paycheck and pay period of November. And then my lowest earnings day was on Saturday, November 9th, where I earned $1.41. That was largely because I had not posted a video in a while. My previous posting was all the way back in November 1st. So over here, taking a look at content performance, I really like this view just to see what content had the highest amount of earnings. So in November, my highest earning video by a lot was my cash condensing video. That video had a really strong retention rate, which means that people were watching that video all the way through or watching a large portion of the video. The other video that did really well that I launched in November was the complete guide to cash stuffing. So I had previously filmed, and I still have it on my channel, kind of cash stuffing for beginners, which was essentially like a step into a really good video if you're just getting started. But one of the things that I've had multiple people ask for was something that covered all of the things that you could come across within cash stuffing and how I handle them. And so I created a tutorial video that covers all of the things that I've ever run across within cash stuffing, and it's called the Complete Guide to Cash Stuffing. So that was my second highest earner. And then my third highest earner was my cash stuffing video from the fourth week and fourth pay period of November. So that was my third highest earner. All right, so let's jump over to December and see what happened in December. So in December, I had 8 long form videos and 9 shorts. Now, again, I was above my average in terms of long form videos because I had a shop drop video, and then I also had a savings challenge unstuffing where I unstuffed my 12-month savings challenge. So in December, my highest earning day was December 12th, where I made $17.50. And that was the same day that I posted my first cash stuffing from December, so my first pay period. You can see that's kind of the pattern it follows. There's typically a peak on the day that you post. That peak lasts for about a day or two, and then your earnings start to kind of trail off until you have your next posting. So in terms of my content performance in December, my highest earning video was my first cash stuffing for the first pay period of December. And then my second highest video was my cash unstuffing video, which walks through how I reconcile credit card and debit card purchases in the cash stuffing system. So that was my second highest earner. And then my cash condensing video back from November continued to do fairly well. And I continued to have some residual earnings from that video as it still racked up more views. All right, guys, so let's recap my full YouTube earnings for 2024. So as a reminder, I got monetized at the very beginning of September, and my September earnings were $139.79. In October, I earned $146.96. Then in November, I earned $317.01, and in December, I earned $218.05. So overall, kind of an upward trajectory with a peak in November, but December still being ahead of October, which I'm super happy with. So my combined earnings for November and December were $535.06. Now, in my last YouTube earnings video, a lot of you pointed out the fact that it would be beneficial for me to start pulling out taxes associated with this income. So starting with this video, I am going to do that, and I'm assuming 25% taxes on those earnings. So with that assumption, I should be cash stuffing $401.29. But since that is really close to $400, I'm just going to go ahead and round that down to an even $400, and that's what we'll be cash stuffing today. All right, guys, I went to the bank and went ahead and got $400. I did not do any specific planning for this contribution. I just got a mix of bills for myself and know that I'm going to contribute it to the Magical Vacation Savings Challenge and my Holiday Savings Challenge. And we're kind of just going to go along and figure it out as we do that. So I'm going to go ahead and set my teller slip aside and put my cash into the cash tray here. And then we will go ahead and get started with cash stuffing. All right, so let's pull out the Magical Vacation Savings Challenge first. So here is that. And I think for this one, whenever I've got this, like what I consider to be bonus income, I always like to fill in one of my other symbols because this is going to be for our cruise fare and each symbol is worth $200. So I'm going to go ahead, I think, and do $200 or essentially half of it to that, and I'll be able to fill in one of these symbols, which whenever I can do that, it's pretty exciting because that means that I've got a good amount of money, extra money freed up. So we'll go ahead and fill in this one, which is great. And I think that's actually all I'm going to do in the Magical Vacation Savings Challenge. I think I'm going to put the rest of it into my Holiday Savings Challenge and get started with a contribution at least in each of those. So that is it for that. All right, let's see what we can do here to get each of these savings challenges going. So I'm just gonna go ahead and go in order here. Let's go ahead and finish out the big game so we can have all of that saved up. So each of my symbols here are worth $5. I've got 7 left, so I need $35 for that. Ooh, I can make change for myself. So I'm gonna go ahead. So I'm gonna do $40. I'm gonna take this 5 that was in there and then put it back into there so I can meet my goal exactly. And I will go ahead and color in the rest of these. Oh my gosh, this is so exciting. So we are complete with the Big Game Savings Challenge. We are using this one. I am an Ohio State grad. Our family is Buckeye fans through and through. And so we are using this one to get just some fun things for our family. Maybe I'll do a little video on that. I'm gonna go get the kids some jerseys, get Dan and I a new t-shirt, and then do some fun like appetizer-y stuff for dinner that day. So I'm super excited about this one. Let's go ahead and count it up and see what we've got total to spend. It should be $250, but we'll just count it up to make sure, and because it's fun. It means we gotta organize all our cash here. All right, so we should have $250. Let's make sure. 100, 150, 170, 190, 210, 220, 230, 240, 250 saved for the big game. So I'm gonna go ahead and mark that down. If you're more of an NFL family, you might want to save for the Super Bowl if you kind of do a big Super Bowl celebration, but if you're a college football family, specifically if you're a Buckeye family, that would be a great savings challenge for this one. All right, so that one is all completed. I'm going to go ahead and spend that this week. Need to get all set up for that. I am going to go ahead and do a contribution to Valentine's Day here. I think I'm going to do, how much do I want to do here? I'm gonna do $10 to Valentine's Day and then do another row of hearts here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right. And I think I put that 10 in there. Let's just double check. 2, 3, yeah, I did. Okay, perfect. All right, let's do $5 for St. Patrick's Day. Sorry if you guys hear Hear the pup in the background. We've got the little old lady in the background. She's getting a little ornery today. So I'm gonna fill in 5 symbols for St. Patrick's Day. All right, and that one looks super cute once it's filled in. So I'm gonna go ahead and pop that in here. Easter, let's do 2 for Easter. All set with that. Mother's Day, let's do 2 as well for Mother's Day. I think for Mother's Day, I'm just gonna do the little inside of the flowers. I think that's cute. Nice and simple on that one. All right, Father's Day. Father's Day, let's do 4 symbols. Each Father's Day is worth $5, so let's do 4 symbols for that. Same thing with this one. I think I might just do the little inside of the bow tie, which is cute. I like that. That's cute. All right. That will be Father's Day. Let's do, I just want to see what I've got here. All right, I'm gonna do an extra Christmas contribution. Let's do the 50 for Halloween, and then which other one do I want to do here? We'll do some extra, yeah, we'll do the rest of them. Okay, I've got a plan. I'm gonna do, well, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna do Halloween, and I'm actually gonna do 50 for Halloween so I can get a big kickstart on that. So let's do, each of my symbols are worth 10, so I'm just gonna do a row of symbols for Halloween. All right. Learned this past year that Halloween costumes are kind of expensive. So is candy. So it's good to get a little bit of a jump start on that one. And then Thanksgiving, we will do $20. Fill in 4 of these turkey legs. All right. And then last here, we'll do an extra contribution to Christmas, which is great. Yep, $40. So we will go ahead and do that. And that is it for this savings challenge. And that is it for this bonus YouTube income cash stuffing. So I hope that this is interesting for those of you that are either just interested in YouTube, maybe you've started your own channels and you're working your way to monetization, or maybe you're just in it for the bonus content. But either way, I just want to say thank you for being here. Thank you for watching this video and engaging with it and supporting the shop and all the ways that you support me. I truly, genuinely appreciate it. And as always, if you are on your own personal finance journey, I wish you a simple budget, a calm mind, and a happy life. Thanks for watching, guys.